Hi, I'm Javon,
And I'm Natalia.
and we are Mattel's Family Collections. And today we come to you with this 91-92 box of Fleer basketball. We're looking for some Jordans in this box. It was a closed box. I just opened it a little bit. Check out some of the packaging. But yeah, we're looking into this box. Get a couple Jordans. See what we come up with. If you guys have any other boxes that you guys could recommend us for some Jordans, Kobe's, some LeBrons, please leave the comments down below. We'll be checking those out. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let's get into it. So without further ado, let's break into them. There you go. Look at these cards, were $4.99 a piece. I know that was a 3D plastic little card. That's cool. Too bad I didn't know about that when I was a kid. I didn't try to get it. Got a Joe Wolf, Ronnie C. Kelly, Gene Littles, All-Star Game 1991, Mitch Richmond, Johnny Dawkins, Casey Jones, Coach, All-Star Team, John Stockton, Dennis Rodman, Fred Roberts, Pat Riley, All-Star Game 1991, Otis Thorpe, Derek Coleman.
Rick Edelman, Mike Scholler, Chris Mullen, Charles Barkley, All-Star Team, Tim Hardaway, Patrick Ewing, Jay Humphries, Bill Laimbeer, Vernell Coles, Buck Williams, Sam Bowie, Kenny Smith, Tom Tolbert, Charles Barkley.
I can say these are a lot easier than opening those tops packs, man. It's kind of hard trying to get those open without messing something up. Don Nelson, Rod Strickland, Maurice Cheeks, Jerome Kersey, Dick Motta, John Stockton, Irvin Johnson, Travis Mays, Paul Westhead, Antoine Carr, John Paxson, Charles Oakley, Jim Linham, Mark West.
Clyde Drexler, Byron Scott, Dee Brown, Roy Sparrow, Kevin Johnson, Sherman Douglas, John Koncak, Eddie Johnson, Dale Ellis, James Edwards, Michael Jordan.
We got a Jordan, y'all.
the NBA basketball checklist. David Robinson, Tom Chambers.
Tony Campbell, Tyrone Bogues. See, that's Mosley. That's the one I was telling you about right there.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Williams, Danny Ainge, Sam Perkins, Larry Bird, Lionel Simmons, Jeff Hornacks, Willie Burton, John Battle, Armand Gilliam, Larry Smith, Joe Dumars, Charles Barkley.
Craig Ello, Chris Dudley, Sean Kemp, Cuff Robinson, Bill Cartwright, Theodore Edwards, Terry Catledge, Purvis Ellison, Marcus Liberty, Negel Knight, Terry Cumming, Tyrone Corbin, Rex Chapman, Jerome Richardson.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Ha ha! Right off the top, Michael Jordan, Thurl Bailey, Rumiel Robinson, Brad Doherty, Kenny Smith, Benoit Benjamin, Terry Porter, B.J. Armstrong, Sean Kemp, Nick Anderson, Liddell Eccles, Orlando Woolridge, D. Brown, Willie Anderson.
Kevin Michael, Felton Spencer, Isaiah Thomas, Harvey Grant, Rick Smits, Eric Lechner, Buck Johnson, Ed Pickney, Ken Norman, Will Purdue, James Donaldson, John Stockton, Mark Eaton, Spud Webb, traded to Sacramento.
Look at that man pushing down that line. Low Spud. Johnny Newman, Tim Hardaway, Chris Morris, Brian Shaw, Rick Mayhorn, Mark Aguirre, James Worthy, Detlef Schrempf, Kevin Willis, Eric Floyd, All-Star Game 1991. Just me and the boys. Danny Ramming, Reggie Lewis, Orlando Blackman,
Phil Jackson, Hakeem
Olajuwon,
Herb Williams, Bo Bo Kimball, Del Harris, Otis Smith, John Williams, Chuck Person, Matt Guokas, Sadale Threat, Hershey Hawkins, Kiki Vanderway, Rod Higgins, Drazen Petrovic.
Jerome Kersey, Maurice Cheeks, John Stockton, Dick Motta, Travis Mays, traded to Atlanta, Irvin Johnson, Anton Carr, Paul Westhead, Charles Oakley, John Paxson, Mark West, Jim Linham, Ronnie C. Cali, Joe Wolf.
All-Star Game, a game of contrasts. Reggie Miller, Mark Price, Ricky Pierce,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan,
Jack Sigma, Olden Polynice,
Reggie
Miller,
Miller,
Tyrone Hill, Kendall Gill, Todd Murphy, Bernard King,
Scottie
Pippen,
Pippen,
J.R. Reed,
Tyrone Bogues, Sam Perkins, Danny Ainge, Lionel Simmons, Larry Bird, Willie Burton, Jeff Hornican, Armand Gillum, John Battle, Joe Dumars, Larry Smith, Irvin Johnson, Rod Strickland, Don Nelson,
Chris Mullen, Tim Hardaway, Patrick Ewing, Jay Humphries, Bill Laimbeer, Vernell Coles, Buck Williams, Sam Bowie, Kenny Smith, Tom Tolbert, Charles Barkley, Ron Harper, Randy White, Scott Skiles.
Harvey Grant, Isaiah Thomas, Eric Lechner, Rick Smits, Ed Pinkney, Buck Johnson, Will Perdue, Ken Norman, John Stockton, James Donaldson, Spud Webb, Mark Eaton, Chris Dudley, Craig Ello,
Bob Hill, Jim Less, A.C. Green, Alvin Robertson, Wes Unseld, Mark Jackson, Cliff Livingston, Xavier McDaniel, Jerry Sloan, Glenn Rice, Reggie Williams, Rick Edelman, Mike Schuller, Charles Barkley.
Bo Kimball, Herb Williams, Otis Smith, Dale Harris, Chuck Person, John Williams, Sedale Threat, Matt Goldcuss, Kiki Vanderhoof, Hersey Hawkins, Drazen Petrovic, Rod Higgins, Felton Spencer, Kevin McHale.
Rory Sparrow, Dee Brown, Sherman Douglas, Kevin Johnson, Eddie Johnson, John Concack, James Edwards, Dale Ellis, Carl Malone, David Robinson, NBA basketball checklist, Darnell Valentine, Tom Chambers, Carl Malone.
All-Star Game 91. Unstoppable force and unbeatable man. Gene Littles, Johnny Dawkins, Mitch Richmond. All-Star Team John Stockton, Casey Jones, Fred Roberts, Dennis Rodman. All-Star Game 91 Showtime, Pat Riley, Derek Coleman, Ortis Thorpe, Hakeem Olajuwon, Bill Jackson.
Cliff Robinson, Cuff Robinson, Sean Kemp, Theodore Edwards, Bill Cartwright, Purvis Ellison, Terry Catledge, Nigel Knight, Marcus Liberty, Tyrone Corbin, Terry Cumming, Jerome Richardson, Rex Champman, Byron Scott, Clyde Drexler.